Is Denmark really the happiest country in the world? I think left-leaning Americans tend to idealize or even fetishize Scandinavian countries with their free healthcare and free education. So I traveled to Copenhagen to find out if the hype is real or not. Let's start with the social safety nets that cover every aspect of life. Healthcare is completely free, education is completely free, and the government actually pays university students $1,000 a month to help with living expenses. You used to be able to just go to university for as long as you wanted and continue receiving this payment. And when the government proposed to cap this benefit to 6 years, people actually took to the street and protested. It was clear to me that people there can really live and not just be on survival mode. So we met a lot of people who left long-time careers or businesses to start something new or just take some time off, and they didn't really have to worry about it. There's also a strong sense of unity here. People seem to generally trust their government, which is kind of necessary when your taxes range from the high 30s to 55 or 56% when you're a high earner. And to be fair, you see the benefits of your taxes. There's amazing infrastructure, public transport, bike lanes everywhere, picturesque urban beaches. It does feel like everything just works when you're walking around the city. But it's not all idyllic. Young people seemed really restless with having to follow a strict cultural framework of what success looks like. They told us about a cultural mindset called jantelon, which is basically when you're discouraged from standing out above anyone else. So on one hand, this leads to flattened social hierarchies and makes everyone equal, but on the other, it can really discourage you from being more ambitious or dreaming big. And if you try, you're humbled real quick. We met a guy who bought a nice new car for himself, and the next day someone keyed it, and he actually ended up returning his car. Then there's the centralized digital system that runs everything from taxes and identity to healthcare. So like you literally can't go to a doctor in Denmark if you don't have a smartphone. It's efficient, but the government literally has all your data. And socially, Denmark is homogenous. For all the lefties out there, the immigration policies here are some of the strictest in all of Europe. So back to my question, is Denmark really the happiest country in the world? Like anywhere, there are pros and cons, but as far as the global birth lottery, you could do a lot worse than being born here. I made a whole video about this topic on YouTube. Check it out if you want to learn more.